Lord, what is going on today, my people? And welcome back to another awesome and exciting adventure, and a first ever on Mullis's Outside Again. I know y'all probably out there all wondering, Mullis, what are you doing with a dirty old looking paint crud yuck bucket in your backyard? And guess what? I'm about to tell you. That's not needed. That just keeps the magnet from eating everything. What I did here is I went on to Amazon a while back and I bought a magnet fishing kit just because I know of some places around here that I fished that I have lost a ton of lures and caught a bunch of things like rod and reel combos, pliers, bait knives, things like that when I've been out fishing. And I was like, well, wouldn't it be cool to go around to some of these places and throw out the magnet and see if I could catch some cool stuff like some fishing tackle or maybe some cool old reels, rods, just whatever. And not to mention all the crud that comes up with it to help clean out the pond and clean out the places that we all like to fish. So to me, that's a win-win. So this is what I did. I went on to Amazon and I bought this magnet fishing kit. If I don't fall, bought this magnet fishing kit. It comes with gloves, these kind of rubbery type gloves, and trust me, they're essential. I really like these rubber gloves. The rubber gloves kept my hands from freezing. You got a microfiber towel because you will need it. Magnet fishing is super dirty. That magnet drags down in the mud, and trust me, you will need it. And it came with a scraper. A plastic scraper, obviously, because a metal scraper would just be clanked to the magnet the whole time, because this magnet is huge as far as pulling power. But you take this joker and you just drag it across the top of the old magnet here. Anything that's on the bottom of this dude right here, you just drag it across and it scrapes it right off. As you can see, I didn't get all the little metal pieces off. I got to get it and clean them off. And it also came with a grappling hook, which I think is super cool. It is not a grappling hook that you could like throw up in the trees and pull yourself up and play Spider-Man or Ninja Warrior or anything like that, because you'd bend and you fall flat on your butt. But it is good for dragging stuff out like screen and wire and netting and fishing line and crap like that if you got stuff like that on the bottom. It's pretty cool, really like it. And here is the creme de la creme. There's my magnet. This is a 1,500 pound single-sided magnet that everything metal around sticks to, and it did a phenomenal job. Really good. And this rope, I'm not sure exactly how many feet this rope is, but it's a pretty doggone long rope. And let me tell you, I really underestimated this thing. Took it out there to Captain Noah's to the pond, tried to get some of my lures back from that. It got hung on a rock. I wound up hooking it up to the tow hooks on my truck and pulling it out of there. And I really thought it was going to snap, but like I said, it really super impressed me about how strong it was. It's strong enough that I'll never break it with just my hands. But anyway, it was a super cool adventure. I found lots of great stuff, and I can't wait to get out and do it again. If y'all like magnet fishing adventures, please put down in the comments. Let me know what y'all like to see as far as magnet fishing adventures, future fishing endeavors, just whatever. Get down there, cut up with me. I like cutting up with people. If y'all would please like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all on the video. Let's go hit it. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another misadventure, yet maybe exciting adventure on Mullis's Outside Again. Today so far I have caught keys to a big wheel maybe. I've caught all kinds of fishing lure and nails and all kinds of stuff like that out here so far. I didn't even know if this was going to work, so I didn't start the camera roll until I got a couple of throws in just to see if this would even work or even how I have to do this. I have looked up videos on magnet fishing, but I've been wanting to do this for a while because I've probably got a couple of $100 worth of fishing tackle out on this thing out here. And honestly, one of the first things that I caught was my own lure right there. Look at there, Roadrunner. I know y'all seen me fish with these on here before. I lost this thing about a week ago out here, and it was one of the first things that I caught just kind of flipping around the dock here. So what I'm supposed to do is I keep on snagging on the fishing line on that and catching stuff on the magnet. So I'm about to put out the old claw on the magnet. This might be a mistake, I don't know. Like I said, I've never done this before, but I know this thing doesn't have enough weight to get all the way out there where I want to get. So I'm going to put it on the magnet and drag it across there. Maybe I can grab some of that fishing line and haul it up on here. And we'll give it a few throws across that stump out there and see what we can come up with. Man, everybody that I know that has fished this place out here has always complained about losing tackle out there. And you think you know it's out there, so you think after a little while people would quit doing it, but I'm a victim of it too. I do it. I'm not even gonna lie. I throw stuff across that stump out there because a lot of times there are fish on that stump. And you want to catch fish, you gotta go where the fish are, you know. So we're just try a little combo here. A little claw hook and magnet combo, and let's see what we can come up with on a few throws here. Like I said, we might not catch nothing. I was hoping we find some pliers, something cool, maybe bait knives, some mess like that, but we're gonna throw it around out here and see what all we can come up with and find. I'm just gonna let the camera run and we'll edit down from there. But it is freezing cold out here. There ain't really been a whole lot of fish biting here the past week or so because of this cold front that's moved in. So, instead of fishing, let's go magnet fishing. Oh, that looked like a good cast. I think we might haul in a good one on that one. Let's see. I hope y'all in frame. Y'all should be in frame. The way I like doing it is giving a little tug, and then the magnet will fall back down. A little tug, and it just kind of drags across the bottom down there. Oh, I just hit something big. What is that? Oh, she's got some weight to her now. Oh, I can feel it. Oh, I can feel the fishing line breaking. Maybe it's tangled up in that claw too. Oh, you can feel all that fishing line breaking. Lord, there's a bunch of fishing line down there. Come on, baby, get all the tangle up in that mess. Now I got enough tension on this rope, I can break all that mess off. Good night. Well, I just broke it free. Let's see how much stuff we got. I knew that was going to be a good throw right over that aggravating stump. Let's see what all we got. Yeah, look at that. We got some big old deep diving crankbait. Why somebody in their right mind would ever think that crankbait will work in this pond, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe they were just guesstimating. But look at the bill on that thing. That thing probably drives down like, well, it says right there, 8 feet. I was thinking about 8 to 10 feet that thing would dive down. The deepest part I've ever been in this pond is like maybe 8 feet. This pond is big, but most of it is like 3 to about 6 foot deep all the way over. 8 feet? Oh my God. You know that jerk was, that was Stump Haven. All right. Oh my goodness, at all the fishing line. What else we got? Oh, we got something to add to the plastic piles. Oh, some kind of sluggo worm too. Put you in the bucket. And all these old rigs and stuff that I'm finding, if the body's on them any good, even if I have to replace the hooks, man, I'll use these old fishing rigs. I will reuse some fishing tackle in a heartbeat. And for some odd reason, I keep catching, if anybody knows, maybe these things have iron in them or something. I keep catching all these little bitty pebbles, and these pebbles are sticking to here. They must have like maybe some kind of iron ore or something like that in them. If you know, let me know on the bottom. Let me know in the comments down below if you know what the ore in these things is. I'm assuming it's probably some kind of iron, but let's get another good throw out there to the stove pile. I don't mean to be so happy about this and being hung up in all this mess, but let me tell you, oh, I'm all on it now. There ain't nothing worse than being out here and running a good lure around this thing and just getting, especially if you got something set weedless, and getting hung up on this aggravating thing. So I always told a friend of mine a while back, I was like, I would love to come out here with like my snorkel or some dive gear and go down and just see how much crap is across that thing down there. But there's always a couple of big old alligators that live in this thing when it's warm enough to get into, so I guess this will be the closest I'll ever get to that. Ooh, something just clicked. What was that? It's got like a clickerino. I know there are a bunch of Christmas trees around here, and that's a lot of times we catch a lot of the fish off from in front of this thing. These jerks got to have a ton of fishing tackle on them. Oh, what we got this time? What we got? I see a bunch of nasty mess and moss. We got some fishing rigs. Look at there. Oh, we got another bait back. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I will reuse that joker. The hooks on them even still look good. If they sharp, we'll reuse them. We got that. We got some lead. We got some swivels. Another crappie jig. That old crappie jig in there with it. That big old hunk of lead for a crappie jig. Heck yeah. Getting fishing tackle and helping clean up the pond at the same time. Look at there. Yeah, that claw is doing a really good job of tearing through all that line down there, and I think loosening up some of this mess. Oh my God, it's so cold. If I didn't have these, I probably just got mud all over me. If I did not have these rubberish gloves on today, my hands would be like ice blocks. But these kind of keep some of this water and stuff off from me. Now I know why they put them in the kit. They are kind of essential. And now that I see this thing works pretty good, let me know if y'all like magnet fishing videos, because if so, this is fun. You never know what you're going to catch, and I've got 1,500 pounds worth of magnet strength. So we'll hit up some of these bridges, some of these old creeks. Oh yeah, I'm on something snaggy this time. Some of these old creeks and stuff like that around here. We'll see what we can find. Old fishing reels, old fishing tackle, who knows? Oh yeah, this thing's heavy now. Wonder what we got this time. I got a Christmas tree. Let's see. And a big old glob of mud to go along with it. We got a ton of fishing line and a bag. We got a bag and a ton of fishing line. A bag of yuck and a ton of fishing line. Oh, we still got fishing line coming up with us. Let's see here. Is that a treble hook? No, it's just more bag and more mess. What we got on the bottom side? That's usually the good side. Oh, no fishing lures that time? Oh, I don't believe it. I believe that might be right on the sweet spot. Let's see. That was a good toss. I have but a couple feet of rope left. I think if I go to some of these bridges though, I'm probably gonna need to add some extra line to it, because I just don't think this is gonna, most of these bridges are like 15, 20 feet. Maybe even 30 feet off from the shoreline. So, oh, there's the popo. Let's not look suspicious over here with the popo coming around. Shh, I'll be really quiet. And he's backing up. Great. Let me go ahead and turn this off. He's probably just wondering what I'm doing, but let me turn this off because he's backing up. All right, we're back. And surprisingly, they didn't stop. Usually they stop out here, and when I'm fishing or doing something, and most of the time it's just like, hey man, what you catching, this and that. You're just asking questions about stuff, but I don't know how questionable this is out here, so we'll see. It'd be different if there was a bunch of people out here trying to fish and trying to enjoy and all that, but it is freezing cold. There's not a soul out here today, and that's kind of why I picked the day like this to do this, because I know there's not going to be a soul out here fishing. So let's get back to doing it. And plus, it helps clean up a lot of crap out of this pond, all this old fishing line. I got a bunch of plastic bags, stuff like that out here. So let's see. Big old nail. More fishing line, a big old nail, and that looks like a drop shot hook attached to fishing line still. And I will remelt down and reuse all this lead that I'm finding. Some of this lead, like these wing split shots like that, I can just reuse that as is. Just open up, get the fishing line, put it in my box, and reuse it as is. Some of you magnet fisher guys out there, if y'all get a chance to watch this video, what is the craziest thing that you found magnet fishing? Fishing line, lead, swivel, hook, leaf. Won't keep the leaf, he's biodegradable. We'll put him back in. He'll help sustain something with the pond. I'm sure the fish will love him. What we got here? Ah, I missed it finally. I finally caught a catfish hook. That big old joker right there. Look about a 3/0 circle hook. It's like a Circle C. Old Circle C. Some little metal pieces. All right, y'all, here is what we ended up with from our magnet fishing trip. All of our treasure from our magnet fishing trip is actually pretty cool, some of the stuff that I found, and I honestly feel like we just scratched the surface of what was down there around that stump and those logs and trees and stuff. But here's what we got here. we have got us a big old pile of, see my little cool little hoop light there helping me out. I got one of those. Got a big old pile of fishing line and bags and just trash for the garbage to keep the pond clean, and hopefully maybe it'll save somebody from getting hung up on that junk. Either way, we got it out of the pond. And then we have got some kind of junk lead lures like jig heads and stuff. You know, all these are just, they're too far gone to be used, but I will take the lead out of these, and this old lead like this, till it's been down there a while by how corroded some of this stuff is. I'll take the lead off from this stuff right here and put it in my lead pile and melt it down, and when I get enough of it, I want to try to cast me some of my own sinkers. And then right over here we have got the metal pile that I will take and throw in the metal bin, the scrap metal bin. And if anybody needs a set of keys to a big wheel, let me know, because apparently I caught a set of them also. Got a big nice set of big wheel keys here. And then we have got our plastic bodies to add to our plastic remelt pile. I'm going to try to remelt and re-pour some plastic baits here pretty soon. I got me some molds like a while back, but then I got a couple of good hooks. This is like a number, probably like a number 4, something like that, snail. It's pretty doggone sharp still. And this one is looks like about a 3/0 Circle C. I use that trick for catfishing. But for the main, oh, and I forgot about this dude. Got me a big old huge chunk of lead too, so I guess that's lead. I'm not exactly sure, but I'll check it out and see. Either way, it's pretty heavy and I can fish with it. And then again, these are the real treasures to me that we got. We got this big, huge, deep diver that the hooks on it still feel pretty decent. They're pretty decently sharp. We got a jerkbait. We got a cool, super cool looking old school jitterbug, and I will definitely fish with this dude right here. Hook still look great on him for as long as he was in the water probably. And this, I'm assuming this is some kind of jerkbait also. Another jerkbait, this cool looking jerkbait. We got a spoon. It's a really neat looking spoon. It's pretty doggone heavy too. Might get out and try to see if we can catch something on it. And my lure back. The actual Roadrunner that I lost back there. I thought it was pretty cool that I got my own lure back. But that is all of the treasures that we got from this magnet fishing experience. Hopefully here pretty soon y'all will see me do a fishing video with some of these lures that I found. I'll probably incorporate them here and there. Probably won't do a video, just a video on them. I don't know, just going to catch with them. But some of them look pretty great. Look like they should actually catch some good fish. Some of the hooks on them look kind of like trash, and I had to replace them, but no problem. I keep like extra trebles and stuff over here just for, you know, boogering up one of mine or something like that. But thank you all so much for coming out to Mullis's Outside again for my first ever magnet fishing adventure. I hope y'all have a great one, and we'll see you on the next one. If y'all like these magnet fishing videos, let me know below, and I'll do some more of them. So we'll see you on the next one.